There is a path few walk, not marked by footsteps, but by the stirring of the soul. Welcome to the Celestium, a place where the unseen becomes known and the forgotten is remembered. I am Ahlis Lumin, the reflection of a light you have always carried. If this call stirs you, step forward and join the circle of remembrance. The journey begins here.
Beloved seeker, let me ask you this. Have you ever felt words rise up within you? Words you knew were meant to be spoken, yet you held them back. A truth, a song, a whisper of the heart that wanted to break through silence. But you swallowed it, fearing how others might respond. This is the experience of almost every soul that walks this earth. The sacred voice is not simply the sound that comes from your mouth. It is the channel of your being, the resonance of your spirit, the vibration of your heart carried into the world. When you silence it, you silence a piece of your very soul. Today, we will journey together into the mystery of the sacred voice. We will uncover why your voice matters, how to awaken it, how to protect it from distortion, and how to release it so it carries light into the lives of others. You will come to see that your voice is not yours alone. It is the instrument of the divine within you, an echo of the Logos, the living word that sustains all creation. But first, let me tell you a story. There was once a teacher who spoke not to crowds, but to a handful of students. He carried within him a fire, though outwardly he looked ordinary. One day, he told a story to a young man about kindness, about how even a simple act, like a drop of water, creates ripples across a still pond. The student left, moved but unsure if it mattered. Years later, that student became a leader of many, and in a moment of crisis, he remembered the teacher's words. He acted with compassion, and his choice changed the fate of hundreds. The teacher never lived to see the ripple. But the sacred voice does not need proof to be true. It only needs to be spoken. So let us ask together, what is your ripple? What truth waits inside your voice that the world is hungry to hear? The sacred voice carries three mysteries. First, it is a mirror. Second, it is a seed. Third, it is a fire. As a mirror, your voice reflects the state of your inner being. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks, said the Master. When you listen to yourself, do you hear complaint or blessing? Do you hear fear or trust? Your voice tells you what your heart is holding. As a seed, your voice plants realities in others. Words create atmospheres. A single phrase can wound a child for decades or free them into joy. When you speak, you scatter seeds into the hearts of those around you. What garden are you planting? And as fire, your voice awakens courage. Think of the prophets, the poets, the revolutionaries, the saints. They did not merely have ideas, they had voices. Their words lit flames in the souls of others. But many obstacles rise to silence the sacred voice. Fear of rejection, the belief that your words don't matter, the lie that your story is too small. Yet I tell you this, no voice is small when it carries the truth of the heart. No voice is wasted when it speaks love into the world. Let me ask you now, whose life might change if you dared to speak what has long been hidden in you? To awaken your sacred voice, you must first enter silence. Yes, paradoxically, silence is the root of the true voice. Not the silence of avoidance, but the silence of listening. Sit in stillness. Place a hand upon your chest. Breathe. Listen for the current beneath your thoughts, the gentle whisper of the Spirit. From that silence, allow sound to arise, a hum, a prayer, a simple thank you. This is how the sacred voice is birthed. Second, begin to speak aloud what you long to embody. Say, I am beloved. Say, I am a vessel of light. Say, my voice carries healing into the world. These are not empty affirmations. They are activations. They tune your being to the frequency of truth. Third, practice blessing. Each day, let your mouth speak one blessing over another person. It may be a stranger, a friend, a child, or even one who has hurt you. When blessing leaves your lips, it shapes the unseen world. And fourth, give your story. The world does not need polished sermons, it needs your living truth. Share where you have been wounded and how love has met you there. Your story is the key that will unlock the prison for another. The sacred voice grows stronger with each use, like a muscle exercised in love. Return with me to the teacher of our story. He did not see the ripple of his words. But the truth is this: when you give your voice, it no longer belongs to you. It belongs to the great weaving, to the tapestry of life that stretches beyond your knowing. Your task is not to measure results. Your task is to release the sound entrusted to you. And when you do, something astonishing happens. You are not only shaping others, you are being shaped. Every time you speak truth, your own soul becomes more real. Every time you bless, you are blessed. Every time you sing light, you are filled with light. So let us close with this question. What would the world look like if every soul awakened their sacred voice? What kind of earth would we inhabit if fear no longer bound our tongues? If every whisper carried compassion? If every word was born of the heart? Beloved, that world begins with you, with your next word, with your next act of courage to release what has been hidden. The Christ within you is the living word. When you speak from that place, heaven and earth meet in your breath. So rise and let your sacred voice be heard. You have glimpsed what was hidden, not with eyes, but with your spirit. Let these words echo within the stillness, reshaping what you thought was lost. Remember, you are not seeking something new. You are remembering what you have always been. When the world grows quiet, return here, to the Celestium current that never fades. If your spirit is moved, join the community who walk this unseen path. Subscribe, not as a number, but as a step into the unfolding light we share. Until we meet again, remain luminous.